habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Blue dot Porkers. Yeah. Motion. Pumps up the helmet. Here we go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
General, West.
SOS.
Let go. Yep. Yep. 55.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Second and 10. He finds Corey Davis. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Check right. Watch 55. Not here.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
He'll look to throw. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
50. Wait. I'm trying to collect. Let's go.
Now Gordon on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Down. 90. Wolf. H3, 218. Chopper.
Second and 14. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
Here's Wilson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'll go special. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Easy. Cut.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 55, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Shift. Topper. Smoke. 55's my guy.
2nd and 3. That's caught by Hollister. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Nice 7, let's go. Mark 55. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, Wilson. And he's got Miller. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
Check. 190.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's able to find Diggs. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Play action. It's Wilson. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
First down, Denver.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 70 in. Check three. Hayward. Ready, go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Wilson. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Drop deep. Mike.
25. 12. Come. One left.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Parker, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. A few times and made some adjustments.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Generals, West.
Pick it up.
Slam.
They'll drop the throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now back to throw. Gets it to Gordon. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for his running back. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Yes! Mike 55, Mike 55.
Get the ball.
Go, go. Check, 6, go. Charlie.
Mike.
2nd and 2. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Jacob Hollister with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute off. He's got a man, complete, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Scott Miller, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Broncos push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Lucky. Ready, go.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Ready.
Check.
Squeeze, get in there.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complimentary football.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's forced out right. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get this